Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Hello, hello.
Thank you for your patience while Zoom was doing a really interesting thing.
Yes, please accept our apologies for that. But we are so excited to be here. Now we're going to give it just another minute that hopefully a few of our other attendees get the updated link. So just bear with us for a sec. But in the meantime, we would love you to say hi. I'd love you to let us know how you found us and where you're from. Just pop it in the chat.
Oh, g'day, guys.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hi, Olga.
See you.
Hi.
It's been a while. How are you?
Really well, thank you. It's really nice to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Where are you from, John?
From Melbourne. Yeah, in
Nice.
Glenroy, northern suburbs.
Nice.
Thank you for being here, John. All right. Let's get started, shall we, Ina?
I think we're going to start. I know a few people are scrambling in, but that's okay. They can join in as they see fit. I'm just going to make sure that you can hear me. Everyone can hear us correctly. Is that right?
Hello from Poland.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Justina.
Oh, that's exciting.
Hello. Good to see you, ladies.
What time is it where you are?
It is 10 in the morning.
Oh, that's not too bad at all. Thank you for joining us. It's lovely.
Yeah, you're welcome. Pleasure to see you.
Oh, we're grateful to have you here. Now, I think we're going to be spending just over an hour together because we do plan on sharing a lot of the information, and it's also going to be recorded. So we will be sending you the recording when this is over. Now, typically when we teach, we don't look at the chat too much because we really want to focus on what we are teaching and sharing. But there will be heaps of time for the Q&A at the end. So please jot down any questions that may come up for you, and we can definitely go through them then.
Now, we will definitely be sharing so much. So we really want to be focused and really present with the information that we're sharing so that you can get the most out of this class. This isn't any fluffy surface level stuff. We're going to go quite deep, but we're also going to explain it very easily for you.
All right, so let's get started. Now I'm going to trust that the technology gods are going to work with me now as I'm going to try to put the presentation slides on. So bear with me for just a second. Let's see if it's coming up.
Is Zoom doing a thing?
Yes, but it is coming. It is turning for me, so I trust it is just a matter of...
Perfect. Well, as you all know, we are going to be teaching you the 5 steps that you need to take to bulletproof your mindset and create or manifest the life of your dreams. Even if you've never done mindset work or manifesting before, we're going to bring this information for you in a way that's going to make perfect sense. So if you have recently been thinking about self-development, mindset work, coaching, learning how to refocus your energy, and creating a life that feels purposeful and more aligned to who you really are as a person, then this class is definitely for you. Okay, and we do want to reiterate that we are live for you here today. As you could tell, Zoom did a thing and we lost a link or two, but we managed to get that back. So it is 22nd of February today. It's 8:18 p.m. and I'm in Melbourne, Australia. And my lovely co-creator, Ina, here is coming to you from Sydney, Australia. Oh, Ina, I think we've lost sound, love. 'Cause Oh, oh, there we
Can
go.
you hear me now?
You're back
You
now.
can hear me now?
I
Oh,
like that.
thank you. Sorry about that. Now, let's go. So in this masterclass, I'm just going to reiterate exactly what Olga has mentioned. We're going to be showing you how to take back control of your thinking mind and release your negative and limiting beliefs. You're going to learn how to bulletproof your mindset so much so that all of your thinking patterns are positive and empowering. And you will understand conscious manifesting so that it gives you exactly everything that you desire. It makes you the powerful creator of your life, even if you actually haven't done any mindset work or manifesting before. Now, as we've mentioned before, we are truly here for you. We are here present and we want to give you the absolute best of everything we have to share with you. We are dedicated to be truly present. So can we please ask that you are also truly present with us and set aside all distractions. So maybe don't look at the chat too much and turn your phone to do not disturb. Close that door to whatever room you're in. Close the 5,000 browser tabs that you have open if you're anything like me. But I will caveat to say that if you did want to take an Instagram story or a picture to share this class on your socials and share what you're learning, that would mean so much to us. And if you could please tag us in @the Higher Self Activation Vault, then we will definitely repost it for you, even if it's just a picture of a slide or a little video with something that you have learned. That would mean so much to us. And again, we will definitely reshare it on our Instagram stories. But other than that, we invite you to please be fully present here with us, because this is the first time we will be sharing all the knowledge we have learned about reprogramming your subconscious mind and easily manifesting your goals, so that anyone outside of working with us on one-on-one. This is really the first time we are revealing this side of our businesses and peeling back the curtains on how exactly our clients and us have had so much success in completely changing our mindset and creating the lives that we have always wanted. So you can see at times I talk fast, but there is a lot that we have packed into the next 60 minutes or so, and we don't want you to miss a thing. Now, we also invite you to stay right up until the end, because there's going to be a live Q&A with us as we are here live, finally, and we will stay here as long as we need to make sure that you get all the help and support and clarity that you need, and answer any questions you may have today about mindset work, your subconscious mind, and manifesting. And we'll also extend an invitation to our membership at the end that dives deep into all deeper things regarding rewiring your subconscious mind, how to harness its power to work for you, and everything that you need to know about manifesting. We have broken it down really easy for you and have the right knowledge, guides, really powerful techniques and meditations, and an action plan to guide you all the way through your journey. So trust us, you will want to stick around with us here to hear about this membership, because this class is really the only opportunity where you will be able to ask us questions live about it, as well as an inclusive and mind-boggling prices that we will be offering. And secondly, as a bonus for you to stay here with us till the end, we have a workbook that we will be sharing that covers everything that we're including in this class. So don't worry about writing down every single note. We've done it for you, and we're going to share it now to further help you integrate all the learnings. We're going to put it in the chat. Just let us know if you can see it. It's going to be just in the chat section below, as well as, I believe, delivered to your inbox too. Mm-hmm. Now, you definitely don't need to print it if you don't want to, but you can just download it to follow along with this class. As mentioned, we have included so much information for you there to take with you, and we know it's going to be really useful for you going forward on your mindset journey. This book really makes just a great addition to this class because you're going to be making a lot of huge mindset shifts and experiencing some really cool aha moments. So you may just want to have a pen ready just to take down a little bit of notes. And because we are feeling extra generous tonight, we have also included a Reclaim Your Power in Love workbook. Now, this workbook includes 4 very easy to follow steps and very powerful exercises that indeed help you reclaim your power in love so that you can create the most beautiful relationship with your current partner or a new partner if that is what you are looking for. It will also help with building better friendships and family relationships too. And once we get through this masterclass, you will understand exactly how powerful you are right now to do that. You can literally create anything you want, even the most amazing love. So before we do jump into the class material and the teaching portion of this, we do want to get to know a little bit about you. Now, which one of these sounds most like you? So obviously, you have signed up to this class. You are at a point in your life where you know you are meant for more. Perhaps you have recognized some overthinking patterns getting in the way of inner peace, some negative thinking patterns, or habitual behaviors that may be holding you back in life. You may have even looked into the subconscious mind and manifesting. And just like most of our one-on-one clients say to us when they first come to work with us, you know, I've tried a bit of everything and nothing works. But it is all just so confusing. There is too much conflicting information. I don't know what to do next, or I don't know what is the right thing to do, or what is the truth. Guys, help us out. And obviously, there is so much information around right now about mindset work and taking charge of your thinking to creating the life that you want. So I think we can kind of assume similar around you. So let us know if that's true in the chat below. But we would also like to know a little bit about how you are feeling specifically when it comes to mindset work. So let us know in the chat which one you are out of these 3 by dropping 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Are you a number 1? Meaning that you're just curious about what mindset work and manifesting is all about and what it can do for you. Maybe you're not 100% sure yet that this is the type of self-development work you want to dive into right now. But you know that life right now isn't really working for you. And you're hoping that by the end of this class to have a little bit more clarity, some more direction, and some next steps. Or are you a number 2? You are so ready. You know you want to create a massive mindset change and know that subconscious mind work and manifesting will help you create the life that you want. Or are you a number 3? You want the right strategy. You've done so much work and now you want the right information and right tools with a step-by-step, easy to follow game plan to show you exactly how to put it all together and make it work for you. And you also want the strategy from someone who's actually done this before. Put a number down in the chat box. Let us know.
Looks like there's a perfect balance, 1, 2, and 3.
I love that. Perfect. So we've definitely been where all of you are at some point of our stories, right? And now we would love to share 2 of our client stories with you. How Emily has changed her life by working with us. When Emily started, she was a consultant in the corporate world. She had limiting beliefs and such negative thought patterns around starting her own business. She just didn't know what to do. And since working with us, she has now established her own real estate company, and on top of that, a film and production company.
And very
And
successful
then we
as
have,
well.
that's right. And now we have Alison. Alison has truly just transformed her life by working with us. When she first came to us, she had many limiting beliefs around her ability to make her art in particular a career. She thought it was of it more as a hobby, as a passion. And she had huge money blocks. Whilst at the same time, she was having several jobs, if you know what I mean, to really make the ends meet. Whereas now she is a full-time successful artist. She has exhibited in her hometown as well as globally, and is about to make her dream move to California. How freaking amazing is that? So during the webinar, you're going to find out exactly how they did this and how possible it is for you too. Now, very quickly, we would love to let you know a little bit about us and where we've come from. Between the both of us, myself and Olga, we actually shared so many similarities, so much synchronicities. It was actually a bit freaky.
Yeah.
But we are thankfully now qualified and experienced in many similar things, including master transformative coaching, training of NLP, hypnosis, mindset coaching, time technique, emotional freedom technique, neural energetic encoding, and life and success coaching. And on top of that, we do life purpose coaching, meditation teaching and practitioner, chakra and energy healing, Reiki teaching and a master Reiki, and a breath work instructor.
So in
Now, as I
short,
mentioned,
we've done the work and we are living proof that it works.
absolutely. Now, as I mentioned, we've both had quite a journey that has built such beautiful connection with us. When we started, we were both in such different corporate jobs that were truly no longer fulfilling us. We've had quite low self-esteem, and we're riddled with so much limiting beliefs and negative self-talk, although we were definitely not aware of that at the time. And we really felt purposeless in our careers. We both ended up having a beautiful spiritual awakening where we felt quite alone and misunderstood at the same time. We knew that we were meant for more. We then learned the powerful effects of subconscious programming all on ourselves and our lives, and starting dropping deep into manifestation, creating our dream life day by day, part by part. See, what started as our side business started growing, and then it became our actual business where we feel so purposeful and where we began to provide our clients their own huge shift by combining all of our work, such as subconscious mind rewiring, spirituality, energy work, and manifesting. Now, our dream is really to reach as many people as possible to show them just how easy it is to reprogram their subconscious mind and tune into their infinite nature as the most powerful creator of their lives. Right now, we only say yes to projects, work, and clients that are a true heck yes. We are really fulfilled because we are aligned to our work, to our purpose that enables us to have a massive impact on people's lives. We have financial stability, and we are able to spend more time with our babies, as well as doing more things that feel like play and that really nourish our soul. We feel that this is the most important aspect of the work that we do because we are multidimensional beings, and we understand now that we must work on our body, mind, and soul to really get that true holistic transformation. Now, what is mindset work? Most people start to work on their mindset because they recognize that they have negative thinking patterns or are continuously overthinking, overanalyzing, and frequently feeling uncertain. Now, let me know if this sounds familiar. Are you frequently overthinking what should be easy conversations and situations? Do you often second guess your own decisions and opinions? Do you often compare yourself to others and then it leaves you feeling a little bit unsettled and unconfident? Are you consistently attracting the wrong people, the wrong conversations, and the wrong situations into your life? Does your overactive mind often keep you awake at night? Do you often find yourself wishing that you could experience more peace and more inner confidence? Are you at a point where you want to give up on your goals, dreams, and going after what you really want because you never see the results that you want? We've been there. See, many people recognize that they overthink and overanalyze pretty much everything in their life, but most are not aware of how much it actually damages them. It damages their relationships, conversations, it damages their self-esteem, and actually a lot of their confidence. Studies show that thinking too much can actually take a serious toll on your overall well-being. When you're dwelling on your problems, it affects your mental health. And studies show that analysis paralysis is most definitely real. Overanalyzing everything interferes with problem solving. It disturbs your sleep. I mean, I'm sure if you are an overthinker, you likely already know that you can't sleep when your mind won't shut off. You're more likely to toss and turn for hours before you can drift off. But can you imagine what it would feel like to break those cycles? To break the overthinking mind pattern and release your negative and limiting beliefs? Can you imagine to no longer have damaging relationships, conversations, self-esteem, and confidence? Can you imagine what it would feel like to have full control over your self-talk, ensuring that the things you actually say to yourself are positive and empowering? Can you imagine what it would feel like to step into your most powerful version of you, feeling so confident from achieving all your dreams, all your goals, and really going for it, knowing that you will be successful?
So what we would love to hear from you now is what you're thinking about your reality and how you would look like, what that would look like when you have a positive, empowering mindset that helps you create the life that you want. We've heard it a million times. Your thoughts create your reality. So if you were to tune into your thinking, you'd realize that we're not very kind to ourselves. We're kind of expecting worst case scenario. So what excites you the most about thinking, about being able to create a positive, empowering mindset? What might life look like? What do you want to achieve? Is it you want to be positive and like let any other outside circumstances or people affect you? Do you want to be able to build better relationships or have a beautiful new romantic partner or improve the relationship you're currently in? Do you want to create wealth, money, a successful business without feeling any shame or guilt around that? That's a very common limiting belief. Or do you want to have more freedom to spend time with family and travel? Or is it just finally time to have control of that overthinking mind and that negative self-talk? Get rid of it so you can step into a more empowered version of you. So when you think about that, about what is actually possible, when you learn how to reprogram your subconscious, what excites you the most? Let us know in the chat. What would you personally like to achieve? Anyone feel like sharing? I hear you, John. That used to be me too. I didn't trust my abilities to start my own business at all. So at least you're there. I wonder what we can do to help you shift today. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of value. All right. Well, let's get started on the teaching component. My favorite part. So this is an overview. Freedom in every area, financially, emotionally, and physically. I hear that. I hear that loud and clear. So this is the roadmap for this class. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing together. Number one, I'm going to help you easily understand how your subconscious mind works and that it creates your whole life. We hear it everywhere. You've got to rewire your subconscious mind, but no one tells you how. I'm going to help you do that today. Okay. Number two, you're going to learn what manifesting really is and how you're literally already manifesting, whether you like that word or not. You're going to learn how to use your power of your mind to manifest what you do want. You're going to learn the two very important keys to manifesting. You're going to learn all about the law of assumption and why it is so much more powerful than the law of attraction. I'm sure we've all heard of that. And we're also going to have a very powerful overview of the most powerful, proven, scientifically backed manifesting techniques. So let me know in the chat, does that sound good? Is everyone excited about learning all this? There's going to be a lot, that's for sure, but I'm going to break it down very easily for you. So make sure you have your workbook ready or a notepad to take some notes because we're going to go through a lot. All right, so let's do this. First and foremost, I want to introduce you to the very powerful subconscious mind. You know, your subconscious mind controls almost everything you do, and it does so on autopilot. So let's think about the subconscious mind kind of like a computer. It gets programmed with all these things, all these thoughts, these beliefs, these emotions, and it executes all these things on autopilot, just like your computer does, without you even being consciously aware of it. Okay? So the way you think, the way you behave, the decisions you make, the way you feel, the way you act and react to other people, even the people and situations you attract into your life, are all the results of the way your subconscious mind works and functions. And your subconscious mind was formed before the age of 7. And the way you do things, so your thinking processes, they haven't really changed since. Now hear me there. I'm going to explain this clearly. So before the age of 7, you're in a super state learning. Okay? The mind is mostly in theta state. So everything you heard and saw in your environment around you, from the adults in your life, from the media, the kids at school, your teachers, everything almost programmed your thoughts, beliefs, and values. You took everything on as fact because you didn't yet have the critical faculty developed to reject anything that wasn't going to serve you as an adult. There really isn't a better word to describe it. Okay, so let's go with programming for now. I don't like the word program, but it kind of is the best way to describe how your subconscious mind works. So it runs on programs, okay? And they were, again, developed by everything you saw in your environment before the age of 7. Not all programs are bad. You learned how to eat, how to walk, how to talk, how to play sport, how to write, how to tie your shoelaces, how to socialize, and you learned that robbing a bank is not a good thing, unless you want to share, but technically speaking, it's not a good thing, right? However, the same way we learned some good programs and some functional programs, okay, we did take on our limiting beliefs, okay? And our limiting beliefs are something that we're not consciously aware of. And the brain is hardwired to a negative bias. So back in the day when we were hunting and gathering, and we had to be on high alert and watch out for the saber-toothed tiger that was going to attack us, the brain was always on high alert and would shut down your frontal cortex, it would shut down your immune system to help you feel safe so that you can preserve that energy to run when and if you needed to. And it hasn't actually evolved since. Okay. So consciously, you're thinking about all these amazing things that you want, but subconsciously, because the brain is hardwired to a negative bias, your negative and limiting beliefs are the programs that it runs on. Okay, so let me give you some examples. Okay, let's go with money first. Let's say you have issues with making money in your life, or you struggle with your finances as an adult. Okay. There is a big possibility that you were raised in a household where money was an issue. Maybe think back to what you saw around your environment when you were a kid. Maybe your parents argued about money, or maybe there just never was quite enough. Or maybe they had the mentality that you had to work really hard for money. It was really hard to keep money, and money came in and went out, and it was always really hard to be on top of your bills. So you might have heard things like, money is the root of all evil. Money doesn't grow on trees, even though it technically does. You have to work really hard to get by on life. Only a lucky few people are rich, but they're not very nice. Life is really, really hard. Keeping on top of your bills and your finances is hard. So we hear these type of things and we think they're just normal things that people say and believe. However, this is what programmed our subconscious mind. And we carry these beliefs on in our reality. But they're not real. They're not fact. They're not everybody's truth. These are just limiting beliefs. There's someone else's beliefs that you took on in childhood. So until we become consciously aware of them, we just think these are our beliefs. When a bill comes in, we panic. We're always checking out account. We're worried about the mortgage repayment. We're worried about interest rates. We're worried about having to go to work and work really hard. We think that's normal. But these actions, these realities that we've created are all based on our limiting beliefs. So because you have these beliefs, these thinking patterns on the subconscious mind, on the subconscious level, your subconscious mind listens to your beliefs and it creates the matching reality. I'll get into that deeper in a minute. Let's talk about relationships and love, another favorite topic of most clients. Let's say, trigger warning for everybody, let's say you were raised in a home that maybe wasn't very affectionate, or there was a lot of arguing, or maybe your parents were really absent. Maybe they worked really hard and they were never around, or maybe they weren't very validating. So as an adult, what this programs your mind to do is you have a difficult time accepting love, and you don't trust that love can be real. So you sabotage people that come into your life and show you love, and you reject it because that doesn't feel right. I don't know what to do with that. Or maybe you have a slight codependency issue where you feel you need to be in a relationship all the time, even if it's not with the right person, just to feel loved and safe. I want to give you another example because this one kind of hit home for me too. Let's picture the child who tells his teacher, I want to be an athlete. And his teacher says, oh, it's really hard. It's very competitive. The training's really hard. It's really hard to make it as a professional. There's too much competition. You've got to be naturally gifted. That poor kid's dreams are already shattered. And he's programmed to believe a few things there. Life is hard. I can never reach my goals. And I'm never going to be good at anything that I really want. Now imagine this child if his teacher sat down with him and discussed, this is what your training would look like. These are the sports clubs or the coaching clubs that you could look into. This is what a healthy diet would look like. Imagine the difference in that child's mindset. Now, all of us, you, me, the way we think and behave is governed by all the things we heard, saw, and experienced as children before the age of 7. So we've literally taken on the beliefs of everyone around us. This was a massive mindset shift for me, and it actually got me so freaking excited. They're not even ours. These beliefs that we've taken on, these thinking patterns, the way we think about ourselves and the world around us, they're not ours. The beliefs play over and over again. And if you think back over your relationships, if you think back over your career, you'll realize that the same pattern has played out over and over. Different faces, different locations, but the same scenario always played out. So your subconscious mind listens to your thoughts, your beliefs, and your feelings and creates that matching reality. And what's even crazier than that is that we're only consciously aware of 3 to 5% of those beliefs. And remember, it's also hardwired to a negative bias. So here are some interesting facts about the subconscious mind, this incredible beast that we know a lot about, we can do a lot with, okay? But I'm just going to go through these real quick so you can get a really good overview of what it does. It was formed before the age of 7. And unless you've done some work, it hasn't really changed. It preserves the body, okay, based on your beliefs. So whatever you think you need to do to stay healthy or not healthy, your brain listens to you and creates that matching reality. It has a blueprint of the body as it is right now and the body in perfect health. And yeah, there's actually some really cool techniques that allows you to access that perfect health blueprint. It records everything. It literally remembers everything from the moment you were born. You might not have perfect recall, but it remembers everything. It's always alert and awake. So the conscious mind goes to sleep at night, 3 to 5% of the brain. The subconscious mind is awake 24/7. It's the domain of emotions. It's built on habituation. It has no verbal language. It takes everything literally. It does not know what's real or not. Your imagination is your superpower. Hang on to that thought for a little bit. It can do 1 trillion things at once. It maintains instincts and generates habits. It's not at all logical. It's the feeling mind, even though it's so much more powerful than the conscious mind. It's 1 million times more powerful than the conscious mind. Actually, recent research has proven it's much higher than that. It thinks in pictures. It cannot process negatives. And it records every single memory on some sort of timeline, past, present, and future. So just to quickly recap, it was formed before the age of 7. The brain is in a state of super learning, so you take on everything as fact. Everything you saw in your environment programmed your mind. Good, not so good, neutral stuff. Not all programs are bad. You learn to eat, walk, play, write, socialize, and not rob a bank. However, you did also take on your limiting beliefs during this stage as well. And the brain is hardwired to a negative bias. We've merely taken on the beliefs of others. They're not even yours. And these programs play out over and over and over on autopilot until we become aware of them. The subconscious mind does about 95 to 97% of the work. So we're literally only consciously aware of about 3 to 5% of the way we think, feel, and what we believe about ourselves and the world around us. Okay. So most of the time we don't even realize that we have these kind of ongoing limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. We all do it literally all day. The brain talks away to itself all day. So when we learn how to tune into that, we can make some significant changes in our minds about our beliefs and what we create out there. And it's not that difficult. I'm so excited to show you how. So what are these limiting beliefs that I keep talking about, right? So in one way or another, these are the common ones that most people have. I'm not good enough. And how does that apply to life? When you go for a new job, or you have a new goal, or you're going for a new relationship, how many times do you think, oh, it's never going to work out for me? That falls under I'm not good enough. Other people are better than me than that. People are more talented, more interesting, more experienced. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the confidence to do this or that. I don't deserve all that money, all that beautiful love. I always mess up. I always make mistakes. I'll never be wealthy because my family isn't. Life is really hard. You have to work really hard for money. I always meet the wrong person. People always leave me. I can't trust anyone. These are the limiting beliefs. These are the common ones. The ones we adopted in childhood from other people. These are the ones that most of us deal with. So again, if we're thinking these, the subconscious mind listens to these beliefs and says, yes, boss, I'm going to create that matching reality. Okay. So these limiting beliefs, honestly, they play out in our lives over and over and over again. And they're the cause of our overthinking, our overanalyzing, and creating the results in our lives that we don't want. However, by now, I'm hoping you're thinking, hang on a sec. If I'm carrying all these beliefs from other people, maybe, just maybe they're a little bit outdated. Maybe they're not really serving me anymore. first of all, well, duh. And second of all, here, these are the things that have been holding you back your whole life. It's these instructions that you're giving your mind to create the matching reality. It's not you and what you're actually capable of. You are actually limitless. You can have whatever you want. And that's a fact. It's merely these really old beliefs from other people that are holding you back. Honestly, the best news is that science and psychology has come so far and understands how the subconscious mind works so well that we're literally able to uncover these limiting beliefs quite effortlessly, release them, and replace them with powerful, empowering beliefs and empowering emotions, so that we're giving those instructions to the mind, bulletproofing our mindset and creating the life that we want. Now, I know you're thinking, because I definitely used to think this too when I first started learning about all this stuff. Okay. I bet you're thinking either one, this sounds like a lot of hard work, or two, there's no way that this type of work is tangible for me. Maybe for other people, but not for me, it won't work. Well, hang around a little bit longer and let us explain why this easily works for everyone willing to put in a little bit of time and effort. I always say to my clients, I'm sorry, your brain isn't special. Your brain works exactly the same way as everybody else's. The same way your heart and your liver works, and you don't really think about what they do, so does your brain. It only works a certain way. It listens to what you tell it, and it creates the matching reality. Got some really cool stuff to share with you. Let's talk about how the subconscious mind works and processes information. Okay, this is important for you to understand too. And I'm going to break down this really complicated looking picture very simply, I promise. Okay. So it starts on this side on the right where you see 11 million bits. Okay. So per second, through your 5 senses, the subconscious mind takes in 11 million bits of information. Okay. So let's say you're sitting at your desk and you're focusing on your work. Okay. Consciously, you're focusing on your work and what you need to do. But your subconscious mind is on overdrive. It is feeling your arm brushing on the table, how you're sitting on your chair, the fabric on your body. It's looking at the certificates on the corner of your eye on your wall. It's looking at the pens, at the staplers. It can hear the fans, the cars, the birds, everything going on in your environment. It hears all of it. I'll give you another example. You're sitting on the freeway in peak hour traffic. Your subconscious mind has seen every car, every make, every model, every number plate, how many people are in the car. If there's a guy walking his dog on the side of the road, the birds flying overhead, the music on the radio, it's literally picked up everything. But you don't need to know all that. Okay, so it does a couple of things when it picks up 11 million bits of information per second. Okay, so again, starts over here. 11 million bits of information comes in through your 5 senses. So your sight, your hearing, touch, smell, and taste. And then the brain will do either 3 things in the middle here. It will either delete, distort, or generalize that information. So if you're sitting on the freeway, you don't need to know every make, model, and number plate of every car. So it'll just generalize that information to car. Okay, and it'll delete the birds flying overhead because you don't need to know about that. It wants to keep you safe. So 11 million bits of information come in through your 5 senses, and the brain will either delete, distort, or generalize that information based on your unique programs. So the time of day, where you are, your mood, your programming, the language you speak, your memories, your decision-making processes, your beliefs, your values, and your identity. 11 million bits of information come in through your 5 senses. The brain will either delete, distort, or generalize that information based on all these filters. And then per second, over here to the left, you're only left with 126 bits. You've literally lost 11 million bits of information. This is why 10 people will witness like an accident or something, and you'll get 10 different accounts of what happened. No one is right or wrong. We've all processed that information very, very uniquely. I had an interesting conversation with a friend of mine the other day. She was telling me about an argument with her partner, and then I told her this, and she's like, oh, so he didn't actually hear anything I said. I'm not right. He's not right. There's just good old-fashioned compromise. I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, you're not right, love. Sorry. And when she went home and she asked him, when we had that argument, did you hear me say this, this, and that? And he said, no, I didn't hear that. I heard this, this, and that. So depending on where you are per second, we're all processing information extremely differently. So back to your limiting beliefs. What does this mean, the way we process information? You're creating your whole life based on your unique filters. Okay? Your subconscious mind is your servant. Whatever you think, feel, and believe, it gets to work to create that matching reality. It attracts people and situations to fulfill your programs. Okay, so how does it do that? Through your physiology. So through your eye dilation, your skin shine, your muscle tone, your hand gestures, the tone of your voice, the timbre of your voice, your posture. It kind of sends all these signals to people and it attracts the situations into your life. So by discovering all these programs, all these strategies that we run in our mind, which can be done quite easily, and flipping the ones that don't serve us and help us create, achieve our goals and manifest what we do want in our reality is so possible. And the subconscious mind's main purpose is to keep you safe. And it literally just does it by executing these programs you have. It doesn't know any other way. It won't allow you to be a liar. It makes sure that everything you tell it, thoughts, beliefs, and feelings, becomes your reality. It creates everything, even if you don't mean it. So from today onwards, be very careful with your thoughts and the language that you use. So if, for example, if you want to be in a really loving relationship, but you're always telling yourself, can't trust anyone, people always leave me, I never find the right person, I always get cheated on, that's a program. And your subconscious mind attracts the people to fulfill that program. So if you empower yourself with positive goals, self-talk, affirmations, because remember, it doesn't know what's real or not. Your imagination is your superpower. Your subconscious mind will make those happen. Conversely, if you're always thinking about negative things, worst case scenario, it'll make those your reality. Now, in your workbook, there are amazing tips on how you can take charge of your subconscious mind. So I really hope I've inspired you today to take some action on that. I'd really like to give you another example, which is pretty common for most people. You know how you want to start on your new health and fitness journey, you get really excited, you get really motivated, you buy the equipment, the membership, the new shoes, you do a big whole grocery shop. After a few weeks, what happens? The alarm goes off, you're all over and you go back to bed. Why do we go back to old habits? Do you really think it's because you're not cut out for it? It's too hard, that's not for me. Other people can do it, but not me. Not at all. It's because of your limiting beliefs and your subconscious mind is trying to protect you. It feels it's human pushing itself to do all these extraordinary things. It's like, I don't like it there. Let's go back to the comfort zone. So the negative thinking starts kicking in after the initial motivation wears off. And the subconscious mind starts talking to you. You know that little whisper that we all do all day? It's more comfortable over there. Go back over there. It's safer. Let's go back to sleep. I want to rest. You won't be disappointed there. You'll never let yourself down. And that's how we stop our new adventures or goals. But what if we could shut that voice up for good? All the negative and limiting beliefs, all the negative self-talk. What if we could get rid of it for once and for all? What if we could replace it with consistent positive self-talk, empowering beliefs that change the way you do things and actually keep you motivated? What if you could embody the person, for example, that is healthy and fit, so it becomes a natural part of who you are, or the business owner? If you could take on that embodiment and give your mind those instructions, I promise you your subconscious mind creates it for you. And you can do that and so much more. So guess what? This is how we are always manifesting. You have manifested every minute of every day of your whole life. You have created your whole reality based on what you think, feel, and believe. Your subconscious mind has listened to you because it's your servant and it's created that matching reality. Sometimes people find that a little bit hard to swallow. Oh, I don't like that. I've done all the stuff that I didn't like. But there's two types of people. There's the people that might fall a little bit into victim mode. They feel a bit bad about that. But then there's the people that might say, hang on a sec, now I know how I can change that. And that's how you move forward. I know it was a little bit of a slap in the face for me and some of the things that have gone wrong in my life. Oh my God, did I learn some beautiful things as well. So your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings create your energy vibration. And I'm sure you're aware of these two concepts here. Everything in this entire universe is energy. Quantum physics, Albert Einstein, all proven. And like energy attracts like energy. So of course, everything is energy. So your thoughts, your beliefs, and feelings. And you can easily understand that by thinking about your own personal experiences in life. What is your energy like when something fun and exciting has happened? Or you're having an amazing time with an amazing group of people? What's that energy feel like? How does that compare to when something goes wrong? Or when something terrible is happening, or when you're worrying about something? They're two completely different feeling states, right? Or energies. So when you hold or resonate with a certain belief system, it holds a certain frequency of energy. You therefore create more of that energy in your life. The world or life reflects back to you the energy you're holding within you. In other words, you attract more of the same. Your subconscious mind creates it. In this respect, life is just a mirror. The way it's reflected back to you is essentially that life is going to show you and say, yes, of course, boss. What you say is true. What you believe is true. What you believe about yourself and really think is true about yourself is true, of course. You're the creator. And the way that happens is that other people out there will show you, will tell you. They will confirm what you really think and feel about yourself. This is how we're manifesting every single day already. I'm going to bring it back to the example of money. Okay. How will life mirror back to you, yourself, in terms of money? So, if you dominantly feel wealthy and abundant all the time, feel like everything's always taken care of, there's always a way, you feel like you can buy anything, nothing's off limits, you're totally safe when it comes to money, how life is going to mirror that back to you is you're going to naturally create a reality where all that's true. Both your subconscious mind and your vibration will create it. Okay. And if it is the combination of a new belief system or new thinking patterns or new self-talk and new energy that can do it for you. So if you don't currently have a positive mindset about money or wealth, people use affirmations to manifest. And they're an amazing tool, but you can't just say empty words. You've got to believe it's true for you. And that's what we mean by raising your energy vibration. You can't lie to your subconscious mind. You can't say, I have money, I'm wealthy. Oh, no, I don't. Your subconscious mind says, I don't know what you want me to do. One minute you're telling me you're wealthy, and the next minute you're telling me that you're not. Well, I'm just not going to do anything. You've got to learn how to shift your vibration and your thoughts to believe that that's true for you. So it's literally all about shifting from a current belief system that isn't working for you right now to a belief system that says, I am that person. And I know what I want, and I deserve it. And your subconscious mind gets to work to create it for you. There's a part of the brain called the reticular activating system. So when you focus on something acutely and you believe that's mine, and you focus on that and you believe it and you affirm that it's yours, and you shift your thoughts and your self-talk, the brain literally looks for ways to fulfill that new goal. So what are the two keys to manifesting or creating the life that you want? Number one is self-concept. And number two is living in the end. Your self-concept creates your whole world. Your self-concept is who you think you are. So your self-concept is what you think, feel, and believe on the inside. And what you think and believe on the inside is reflected back to you by the outside world. Because yes, that's what your subconscious mind creates. If you already had your goals, your dreams, your desires, you'd be feeling a certain way, right? You'd be thinking a certain way. So if you wanted to create wealth, successful business, a beautiful family dynamic, ultimate health and fitness, the greatest relationship of your life, again, who would you be If you already had this, you'd be feeling amazing. You'd be feeling relaxed. You'd be feeling relieved. You'd have positive and empowering thoughts about it. And of course, your subconscious mind and your energy will create more of it. So what we want to do is to start to tap into the version of you who already has that desire. I know you've heard this. So when we begin to affirm who we are when we have our desire, in the right way, with the right tools, the right game plans, to shift your belief system and shape who you are on the inside, it changes your whole outside world. We mostly do not create the things we want in our life because of our limiting beliefs around our self-worth in relationships. We have many beliefs and thoughts about being abandoned. Okay. Anxious attachment styles. They're very common. People always leave me. I'm never seen or understood. People give up on me. Relationships never work out for me. I always give more than I receive. These are all limiting beliefs. So when you consistently think these things, it's exactly what you create. So creating the life we want, always, number one golden rule, it always starts with you. Funny that. We work on our self-concept, so we fall deep into self-worth and fully love and accept ourselves, so that the outside world and the people and situations that we do attract reflect that back to us. If your belief system in a relationship is, for example, I am so loved, I'm always chosen, I'm always pursued, I'm always the priority. If you believe those things about yourself, you would attract people that absolutely reflected that back to you. Your subconscious mind gets to work to find that people by projecting those little pieces of information through your physiology. So the number 2 key to manifesting is living in the end. Living in the end is absolutely unbelievably simple if you allow it to be. And you have all the right tools and information now. But basically what you want to do is tap into, how would I feel if I already had my desire? What would my life look like? How would I be holding my body? How do I show up in the world? Having what I want. And then you embody that state of already having what you desire. And it must manifest. It is all about embodying the thoughts and feelings around what it would be like to have what you truly want. Remember, your subconscious mind gets to work to create whatever you tell it. Okay? Do you remember how I said it doesn't know what's real or not? It thinks in pictures. Remember when I said your imagination is your superpower? So when you focus on your goal and create pictures, what does it look like when I have my goal? And really embody that. What do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel? When your subconscious mind thinks that's real, I promise you that part of the brain will get activated and it will get to work to create it. So you've got to work on your self-concept. You've got to start shifting your belief systems. You've got to learn how to identify the limiting belief and self-talk that we all do on that subconscious level. Now, most people who have never heard or tried manifesting before have heard the law of attraction. Okay? It's a beautiful law, but for me, it's quite secondary, and I'll explain why in a second. The law of attraction talks a lot about energy and vibration. Okay, and it is a secondary law. But I absolutely love the law of assumption. It's a lot more powerful, and I've very personally seen incredible results with my clients. The law of assumption says that anything you want to create, you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Whatever you think, feel, and believe is true is created in your external reality. How does the subconscious mind work? Whatever you think, feel, and believe is true, the subconscious mind gets to work to create it for you. This is how we can combine spirituality, subconscious mind, and science to create the reality that we want. The reason is that nothing exists outside of your consciousness. And your entire life and the experience of the world that you're currently having is merely a symbolic representation of where your consciousness currently stands. So as you've probably worked out already, to change anything in your life, you have to change the beliefs, the thoughts, the self-talk, and the assumptions you hold about it.
No worries, Justina. As we mentioned in the beginning, we will be recording it and we will send you a replay after. So thank you so much for being here with us. Now, for the next step, we would love to share some of the most powerful and popular manifesting techniques that we have witnessed to work time and time again. Now, I'm sure that most people have heard about these things, but maybe don't quite understand the depth of them, or how to really make it work in terms of completely shifting your self-concept, completely shifting your limiting beliefs, and stepping into the version of you who is able to live in that end state. Now, affirmations are a great way to start working on shifting your identity to the person that you wish to be. They really help you rewire your current thinking patterns and shift into the feeling state of already having your desire. Feeling is really the key to successful manifesting because it helps you to live in the end. Then there's visualization. Visualization works with your very powerful imagination to impress into your subconscious mind what you want it to create. So you are giving it instructions, and it also helps you live in the end because, as Olga's mentioned previously, our subconscious mind works in pictures. So pick a really lovely, simple scene that feels good to you to think about and capture the feeling and thoughts you would have if it was already there, if it was already done. For example, if you're manifesting a specific person, it could be as simple as cuddling on the couch, or it could be seeing yourself feeling amazing in the mirror at your healthiest body weight. Or it could be sitting at the desk of your brand new job, feeling so happy and fulfilled to be there. By practicing this scene becomes very real to you and your mind. And yes, therefore your subconscious then gets to work to create it. Then there's scripting. It's actually one of my favorite techniques because it's like putting you in order, putting an order into the universe. So here you delve into your imagination and write journal entries as if you've just had the most perfect day whilst your goal has materialized. It could be the perfect date with your specific person. It could be a hugely successful product launch. It could be experiencing a day of full of energy and exercise, just feeling amazing. So you imagine this perfect day. You imagine if it's already happened. And then you write it all down on paper and you feel into it. So all of these techniques work on both the subconscious mind level, where what you focus on means that your subconscious will get to work to create it. But it also works on your energetic level, where you raise your vibration alongside it. So when you're doing these amazing techniques and dropping into the beautiful imaginal acts of already having had your goals and dreams and desires, when you have the right framework for that to put it all together, you are raising your vibration very naturally. And then, of course, like energy attracts like energy. So you can easily materialize what you truly want into your reality. So that is how the science of the mind, combined with the mindset work around your self-concept and self-worth, and manifesting and creating the reality that you do want. So how do we feel about that? Are you feeling more confident about how possible it is to step into the most powerful creator of your life? I'd love for you to share what we've learned in the chat. Let me know if this is resonating, if you've had any aha moments. Wonderful, John. It definitely does. It really is. Beautiful. Now, to further support you all in integrating everything that you have learned today, I would really love to guide you through a short yet such a powerful activation where we get to connect to our true higher self and see what is possible for us if we only listen and believe. I invite you to find a comfortable and quiet space where you can relax and focus. Take a few slow, deep breaths with me to center yourself. Now let's begin by closing your eyes and taking a few deep intentional breaths. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with air, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding within. With each breath, you allow yourself to sink deeper into relaxation. Taking another deep breath in, and with the exhale, just sinking even deeper into a state of calm and relaxation. Let's do one more purposeful deep breath in, and exhaling, opening ourselves up to this beautiful experience. Now we're going to set your intention to focus on connecting with your higher self and uncovering your true desires. Trust that the answers you seek are already within you, just waiting to be discovered. I invite you to visualize yourself surrounded by a warm, loving light. Feel this light enveloping you, filling you with a sense of peace and tranquility. As you bask in this light, I want you to imagine a doorway appearing before you. You can now step through the doorway and into a beautiful garden. This garden represents your inner sanctuary, a place where your highest self resides. So take a moment to explore this garden, noticing the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. Now envision yourself sitting in the center of the garden, surrounded by vibrant flowers and lush greenery. Feel the presence of your higher self right beside you, radiating pure love and wisdom. See them and feel their energy enveloping you. We're going to take a moment to connect with your higher self. You can ask them any questions you may have about your true desires, your purpose, or anything else that is on your heart. Listen closely for the whispers of your higher self. Trust your intuition and the guidance that comes through. Do not overthink it. Your higher self knows what is best for you and will lovingly guide you towards your highest path. Take a moment to soak in any messages. It could be words, it could be a feeling. It is whatever it is meant to be for you. Now I invite you to visualize yourself living your dream life. See yourself so happy, so fulfilled and aligned with your true purpose. Imagine all of your desires manifesting effortlessly and abundantly. What do you see? What do you feel in the moment? What do you hear? What are you wearing? What people are around you? Feel the excitement and joy bubbling up within you as you envision your dreams becoming a reality. Knowing that anything is possible when you align with the frequency of your true desire. You are so worthy of it all. And let's take a moment to express gratitude for this beautiful connection with your higher self and for the clarity and insights you have received. I want you to trust that this connection was meant to be, and it will continue to strengthen and deepen over time. Now, when you feel ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and toes and gently open your eyes. Know that you carry this sense of connection and clarity with you as you move forward. Now, I hope you found this beautiful practice nicely activating and that you received some beautiful inner guidance and clarity that you were seeking. Now, remember, we told you at the beginning of the class that we would tell you about our amazing membership. We truly are so excited to share it with you. So if that's okay with you, we would love to tell you all about it and invite you to join us. Would you like our full guidance and support on your journey of stepping into your most powerful self to manifest what you truly desire? Would you love to have us there for every step of the way? Well, we would love to invite you to the highest self activation vault, or as we call it lovingly, the vault. Now, this is why our membership, we believe, is different than anything else out there. In it, we dive in deep to learn all about the power of the subconscious mind and how to use it easily to manifest whatever you want. We smash through our limiting beliefs that are keeping you small. We learn the exact manifestation techniques that will powerfully shift your belief systems and self-concept. We'll learn how to easily and effortlessly live in the end that we've been talking about. And most of all, we get to support you on every step of the way. Now, here is what you receive. See, the vault is a sacred and safe place with like-minded souls, where you're going to experience some amazing somatic empowerment practices and heart activations. You experience beautiful energy balancing tools and techniques. We get to release emotional blocks that are holding you back from achieving your goals and dreams. We get to learn to master your mindset so that your thoughts are positive and empowering you. And we learn the art of combining the power of your subconscious mind as well as the universal law to effortlessly manifest your desires and all of your dreams. Now, we do this with our live monthly empowering workshops, live meditations and healing activations, live emotional freedom techniques, some amazing mini and full courses such as developing an unshakable self-concept and deep self-love embodiment. And we drop into the powerful connection between your subconscious mind and manifesting. There are workbooks, there are quarterly challenges, there is an incredibly supportive community of like-minded souls, and there is so much more. Now, once you join our membership, all that I have mentioned is available for you instantly. And on top of that, we update it all with new resources for you on a monthly basis so that you are continuously guided and supported on your journey. Now, as you can see, the total value of all of this is $318 per month. But this is not what you're going to pay today. That is just the overall value on a monthly basis. See, when you join us today, you get access to all of this for just $7 per month. Yes, you heard me right. Just $7 per month. See, we are so passionate about fulfilling our life's purpose of reaching as many people as we can and teach them how powerful they truly are, that we wanted to make this an absolute no-brainer for you. Now, to top it off, I want you to notice that we are also offering you a lifetime price guarantee on your membership, which means that even if the membership price increases down the track, your monthly price of only $7 per month remains for the life of your membership. Now, before we get to the Q&A, we wanted to address some of the most common, frequently asked questions that we get. Number one is always, this seems like a bit of hard work. Well, it actually isn't. See, you are saving so much time and energy by investing in this membership, and especially saving time from making mistakes, many that we have made, by staying in your current reality. You're going to be getting the full guidance, support, and resources that are not only proven to work, but also generate powerful and swift results. See, these are the same resources and support that our one-on-one clients and ourselves use, and they have truly changed our lives. See, we've done all the research and hard work for you. Now, the next question that I wanted to share, but before we do that, this was one of the, I guess, the biggest limiting thought that Emily had was about it being the hard work. She was talking with a therapist for a month. She felt like she was in a huge rut emotionally. She repressed everything of years of growing up. And now they've all finally were coming to the surface, and she just didn't know what to do with them. But talk therapy was not the answer. She says, I had 6 sessions with you, and within the first 2 weeks, you've helped me to release the core emotions that I discovered and didn't know what to do with. I was honest when I wasn't sure if I was doing the work, and you were right. You assured me and helped me overcome the thoughts that the ego creates. You checked in on me throughout the week and ultimately helped me to liberate myself and grow as a person. And since completing the sessions, she feels like she's finally at peace with her story. She is present and she feels unstoppable. Now, another popular question we get is, does manifesting work for absolutely everybody? Heck yes. Like Olga has said it, I've said this before as well. Your mind is not that special. We're all wired the same. See, we manifest every single day. We have created everything in our life so far. Yes, that's a bit hard to swallow at times. But see, until now, you are really manifesting subconsciously. And when you learn to identify the negative self-talk and the limiting beliefs that are currently stopping you from having the life you want, when you refocus your thoughts and energy to focus on what you do want, that is what manifesting is. Alison really struggled with owning her power. And through working with us, we've helped her reclaim it all back. She views herself now in a completely new way. She has now attracted new, amazing opportunities in her art business. She's blown through all her negative beliefs and is now pursuing amazing aligned action from a place of faith and that inner empowerment rather than the fear-based inaction. Our work is pretty powerful and it's quite necessary now more than ever. She cannot express her gratitude to us. We love Alison. The another question we get is, can I literally manifest anything? Heck yes, literally anything. Remember, we manifest every single day. If there is something in your life that you don't like, it is most likely because there is a limiting belief about it. Or there's a negative self-talk going on in the background, that double-mindedness. And with us, you're going to learn to manifest such a broad range of things, such as money, specific partner, a new job, a healthy body, amazing friends, and literally anything you desire. Now, Anthony, when he came with us, he was on quite a soul growth path. It's been a while, but he knew that we were the right coaches for them. He made a huge difference in his life in a very synchronistic way. Now, he says your abilities to get to the cause of the beliefs that are not serving you are quite amazing. I can't say how much I really appreciate what your work has done for me and will continue to do as I continue to do the work. See, I personally think there is such a negative connotation around the word work. Don't know why, because truly in our world, when we work on the things we actually want to, work is beautiful. Work is fun. Self-development is fun. Yes, it's work, but it is so worth it. There is no exclamation marks around it. Now, where are we up to? Aren't limiting beliefs really hard to reprogram? Oh, that's one of my favorite ones, and we're constantly getting that. Absolutely not. Because they're literally programs. So remember, whatever that we assume hardens into a fact. It's also very common that the limiting belief that the work that I was just talking about is hard, that's built up over time. That wasn't what you initially believed. And all you need to change anything in your life is the desire to do so. That is truly step one. And the only understanding is that consciousness is the only reality out there. Now we're going to be giving you that step-by-step process with all the guidance in the way about how to shift your self-concept, how to have the powerful 4-step exercises that are included specifically for crushing those limiting beliefs. We've jam-packed it, trust us. Now, Caroline states, my journey has not only transformed my life, but also the depths of my soul. I am forever grateful for your guidance, for awakening my spirit. I have finally found out who I really am. Before I lacked the confidence, limited myself to what I didn't think I could achieve, and always questioned my worth. Whereas now, I'm the most confident I've ever been. I'm achieving milestones that I only once dreamt of and manifesting so much positive energy into my life. And today, I conquered fear. My perception of life is no longer limited to what I think, but now I trust to what I already know. The universe has a crazy way of bringing forward people that are meant to be a part of your life, and I'm so thankful for the universe that's brought me to you. I'm eternally thankful that you have helped me find what was already mine. You're on mute, my love.
Thank you. So why do people fail? The number one reason is that people think they can do it themselves without the right tools, techniques, or game plan. So you need to understand that it has been a lifetime of social conditioning that needs to be undone or reprogrammed. Okay, we're talking possibly 20, 30, 40, even 50 years of programming. It can even be generational. Science has proven this. Science has proven that we have up to 14 generations of trauma, beliefs, and emotions stored in our DNA, something called epigenomes. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that we carry that's not even ours. So without the deep understanding of how the mind works and how to put all the tools and techniques together so that it does actually feel effortless, it's kind of impossible to do it on your own. Okay. Now, are there any questions? We're going to go into a Q&A soon, so maybe start thinking about some questions that came up. You can ask any questions you like about anything you learned today, what's coming up for you, maybe about the membership if you're curious. Start thinking about what you'd like to have a chat to us about. If you are really ready to stop these cycles, or you're overanalyzing, overthinking, feeling a little bit stuck, maybe you're talking yourself out of situations, maybe you're interpreting things that aren't there. Maybe you do want to feel confident, whatever confidence means to you, and stop that negative self-talk. Just a quick reminder that this is everything that is included when you enroll into the vault. Okay, so you get live monthly workshops just like this. You get live meditations and healing activations, live emotional freedom techniques, develop an unshakable self-concept and deep self-love embodiment, drop into powerful connections between the subconscious mind and manifesting, get a whole heap of workbooks and quarterly challenges, and a really beautiful community of like-minded souls. And you're not going to pay $318 per month, which is the value of it. We calculated it to be sure we were being honest. You get all this today for $7 per month. Okay. Now, as we promised at the beginning of the masterclass, to thank you for staying until the end, we have a free 24-page workbook for you called Reclaim Your Power in Love. And this is not just like a lead magnet or a freebie that you see floating around most people. This really helps you. Okay, it's full of exercises to really help you drop into the self-concept or the person that creates the love they want into their life. So we're going to drop that in the chat in just a moment. Okay. And we just want to say thank you for bringing your energy to this class and having an amazing time with us here. Okay. So now it's Q&A time. Does anyone have any questions?
I know John and Justina's had to go. So Bridget, my love, do you have any questions for us?
So even though I'm such a hugger and a lover, I have so much love to give. I struggle to allow myself to accept love and listen to the talks tonight. It made me think about my household.
I see your question. Is it possible to pass on the recording of tonight live to a friend who couldn't make the lives? Feel like they would enjoy it as much as I have. So Bridge, all you have to do is just send them the link for the registration that I forwarded to you initially, because we're actually having 2 more sessions. And even if they cannot attend live on either of them, that's totally fine. Once they register, they'll receive the recording. So totally fine.
Thank you so very much for being here.
Beautiful. You are so, so welcome.
So please do reach out to us if you have any further questions about the highest self-activation vault, what's included in the membership. We've had an amazing time presenting this information to you. If you have any questions at all about anything you learned today, I'm one of those people that goes away and thinks of questions that I wish I asked at the time. Don't hesitate to email us. You can reply back to the email you received for this class. We want to thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts for being here. We're grateful for you and your energy. We can't wait to see you inside the vault.
Yeah, lovely.